as always, my name is Kevin, aka Rollsack, and we're back on Monster Train. So, last time we unlocked the new clan, the Umbra, I believe, is what their name was. We'll find it here in a second. No. Umbra is one of the other clans. Well, we'll wait for it to load, and I'll try to remember the name while we're doing that. Something Stygian. Something to do with Stygian. Alright, what's this? Stygian Guard. See? I told you I knew what it was. And we're going to do them with the Hellhound. The reason being is because we haven't played with them yet, and that's their first little unlock thing. And I do think the Hellhorn is a little bit easier right off the hop, just to kind of get into it and get going. So that's what I'm going to choose. So let's get it started and see how... oh, here we go. Stygian Guard. Draft the support of the ancient guard of the Stygian Sea. Mystical sirens and ancient totems work together to eradicate the winged from hell. So sounds like it's going to be a lot of placing things to boost and that kind of stuff. And, well, I guess we'll see. Seraph the The final boss is Seraph the Seraph the Diligent. So this is consumed. Not as big a deal as I thought it was last time, so that's good. Let's look at the deck really quick so I can figure this out. So we have Tethys Titan's Bane. It's just a very, very basic 5/3. We'll see what he unlocks after that. Deal 6 damage to the front enemy unit and deal 2 damage. So we're just dealing a shit ton of damage right off the hop. So these are actually pretty good to start off with. And everything else is the same. Train stewards are always the same. And the Hellhorn give us the torches. So let's see what the upgrades are on the little guy. This guy makes sense to be this tall. So strike triggers when attacking. Apply frostbite 10 to the attacked unit. So this is kind of good because if you can get that off on the first row, they're just going to take 10 damage, 9 damage, 8 damage. So that is literally... I just did that math out loud. That's 27 damage by the time it gets to the top row. Frostbite. Unit attack. Unit takes 1 damage per stack at the end of turn. So yeah, so it's going to take 28 damage before it gets to the pyre. 27 damage, sorry. So that's pretty good. That's 27 extra damage plus the 15. And then over here we have sweep, which is hit everybody. And then strike, apply spell weakness 1 to the attacked unit. Spell weakness. The next time the unit is hit by a damage spell, it takes that much damage again for each stack of spell weakness. Okay, so you kind of toss that on, and then the next floor, when I do the front row, takes 6 damage. Now it takes 12 damage. So that's pretty good as well. I'm going to go the frostbite because I think this is better. Because that's strike. If I can get multi-strike, that's 20, which means it's literally 20, 19, 18. So this could be crazy. And then on the boss, it's going to be even crazier. So I like this little guy here. I like this one. So we'll take him, his little glimmery, glowy tail down here, and we'll take Chill Wind. And what do we have for thingies? The first Hell Pact. X cost cards get +3 to their X value when played. At the start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck on the middle floor. It's not bad if I just want to run the middle floor. The problem is if that's not my champion, I don't have any X cost cards right at the moment. But we can get lots of X rage or armor cost cards. I could just take the money because I don't really like either of these. I wish I knew if these dudes had some X cost cards. I'm sure they probably do. I think I'm going to be crazy. I think I'm just going to take the money. I don't want either one of those. So let's go. So our champion pretty much has to be set up on the first floor. It doesn't have to be, but I think that's the way it should go. These disciples have dedicated themselves to serve, to the service of heaven and will attempt to restore life of their companions. So it's kind of the basic ones, plus him. But do I give them spikes 3? Micah only has 3 health, right? So I can't take this because I'll die. So as much as 75 coins would be nice, and I don't like to back out from these, I legitimately just can't take it. Because if I do take it, I will die. It's the only person really doing damage. So, like, we toss him in the back there. He speaks very good English. 6, 2, perfect. Oh, look at this go. Some of the best turns we could have had. Probably could have just played the other train steward, but it doesn't really matter. But here we go. 5, 15, 10. Easy. That train steward is going to die. Luckily, we might get another train steward this turn. Oh, he only takes up 1 space. That's incredible, actually. That's really good. So we toss him back there. Toss up a thing. Kill him just to kill him. And he's dead. And look how this is going to work. So 15, 10. I knew I was going to like these little blue bastards. Little purple bastard. Battle 1. 3-turn boss rush. So let's get money and see what kind of cards we get. Deal 25 damage to front enemy unit twice. That is crazy. Titan's Tooth, offering, if discarded before the end of your turn, it will instead be played. Deal 5 damage in enemy units to enemy units and apply frostbite 10. So if I have a way to discard a card, which I'm sure will come up, but we don't have that now, apply spell weakness 1 to an enemy unit. So right now I'm just going to take this helical crystals, or helical crystals, because that's just easy damage. As much as I like this, it costs a lot, and I don't have a way to discard it. But to enemy units, do 5 damage to enemy units. So this should be everybody. So this is 50 to the front. This is 5 to everyone plus 10. I can do this for the 3 cost. I changed my mind. I'm going to take the Titan's Tooth. Energy Siphon, if we would have done the spell weakness thing, would be awesome, but we haven't, so I'm going to take this Titan's Tooth. And what do we have here? And I think I'm going to take a Send a unit. The reason being, because I want the little dude on the first floor, if something bad's going to happen, I can get him the heck out of there. And we can go from there. And I'm going to go to this side so I can get another one and see what we can upgrade. So we have the Cold Kalia, Sweep, Strike, apply Frostbite 3 to the attacked unit. The downside here is that isn't much damage, but as you can see, Frostbite is going to work out well. So technically, she, in the long run, will do 7 damage and on everybody. Versus the Guard of the Unnamed, 5 attack, 15 health, and can't triggers when you cast a spell on this floor. Gain armor 3. So that's not bad either. I could put him in front. I could put her in front. Let's go heavy Frostbite. We'll just go heavy Frostbite. We'll worry about getting armor and that kind of stuff from Hellhorn cards. Endless. A unit with Endless comes back constantly. Increase health and attack. I'm going to do this, and we're going to make this Endless. And we're going to give her extra attack and health. The reason being is now we can just toss her in the front and not really worry about it. And I'm not going to spend any more money. I don't want to upgrade train stewards or anything like that, even if other things in there were good. I don't want to have one big train steward just in case. And who the hell is this man? So we have haste units, which is fun always. We have these stupid clergymen. Give me a second. My drink is sweating like crazy, and it's very cold on my leg. And this guy, High Priest of the Light. Relentless Sweep. That's unfortunate. Combat in this room continues until all enemies are defeated. Oh, sweep, attack all enemies. That's not very good for our front unit. Enemy units enter with armor 10. I'm going to take this armor. I think with the frostbite, it shouldn't be an issue. The biggest thing is he's going to hit... he's going to kill my... my little Titans... whatever his name is. My little Tethys. Tethys Titan's Bane. My little TT. He's going to hit my little titty. But I mean that's what it is. He's gonna do that with or without the armor, so we might as well get the unit. Now, if we're lucky enough to get her at the beginning, they're all dead. So toss her out front, toss him in there behind. These don't do anything now, so the torches are almost useless in this fight. Again, luckily, oh, I should have probably tried to kill one of them actually, but it does not matter, and you'll see why here in a second. So 6 and 3 frostbite, and they take a shit ton of damage. And they go to the top row, and the reason it doesn't matter now whether they go to the top row or not is, you see, they're gonna die at the end of this turn because of the frostbite. So it actually is less important now than it was before. I don't really need to play this turn. I don't need to play that this turn either. And just to be safe, I'm going to put that there just to not take that damage. Oh, they're not going to get frostbite though. Okay. Let's kill him then, and that way they do both die. There we go. So yeah, frostbite very similar to poison in most games, or at least Slay the Spire. Could be the direct connection I can make. I love Slay the Spire, so I knew that I was gonna enjoy this. So I know that seems crazy, but I need her back next turn at full health. He's going to die either way, whether he's on this floor or the next floor. It legitimately doesn't matter. I might as well just leave him here. The only thing it would do for me is allow me to put another train steward on this floor, which I can't do if I put him up anyway. So, yeah, we'll put another train steward up at the top. Yeah. We'll figure it out. This one's a little bit tougher. So he definitely needs to die this turn. So we'll at least put her at the back this time. And start dealing extra damage to him. And he should die next turn either way. Yeah, because like the frostbite is increasing every turn. It's 8. Next turn it's gonna do 7, and so on and so forth. So it's better than nothing. I can't put him on that floor, so even if it's gonna get up there, we'll do that. But yeah, I didn't think it was gonna matter. So and that's how you do that. Frostbite is gonna be the thing that takes us through this fight pretty easily. It should, if we're lucky, take us through most of the fights. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Alright, what else do we got here? Offering. Deal 60 damage to the front enemy unit and push it to the back. Deal 3 damage, apply frostbite 8. So, and this one's called Crypt Builder, and then this one's called Flash Freeze. Again, there is clearly something here that we haven't come across that allows you to discard cards. But since we don't have that yet, and I want to go all the way in on frostbite, we're going to take more frostbite. Apply 6 rage, ascend a unit. Don't really need the ascend a unit anymore. I don't know if I need any of these, so I'm going to take the money. I would like armor, is preferably what I'd like. So incant, gain armor 3. or we can finally get a big unit. How many spells are we? We're playing a lot of spells. Like when we do play spells. So if we can, we play 3 spells. That's 9 armor. It's 9 armor. It's 9 armor. It's 9 armor. I'm gonna go with him just because I think it's interesting. Literally, again, can put him one behind. There's a whole thing we can do, and we'll work it out. And I want to upgrade him, obviously. So we don't need health. I can get 1 more unit. I could duplicate another card. What do I want to duplicate, though? Oh, flash freeze, for sure. So yeah, let's do this first, though. Apply 3 frostbite and can't. I'm going to take another one of these guys because I'm going to use them to get rid of our, whatchamacallums? Train stewards. Train stewards are pretty much useless in comparison. The bone shaker stops near the abandoned remains of a train, looking to have belonged to a merchant. The train still seems to have some wares. Few remaining goods from the clans of the Hellhorned, Awoken, and the Stygian Guard are out in the open for the taking. But taking something may cause the abandoned remains to fall to pieces. Which clan's artifact do you take from the collapsing train? So we take a random Hellhorned, a random Awoken, or a random Stygian Guard. I think I'm going to take... I kind of want to take the random Awoken because I want something that heals. But do I really want heal as much as I want like extra health? Well, I still could get Steel Enhancer. I don't know what we can get. I'm going to take Awoken though. It has the best chance of spikes 4, sure. Not terrible, not awful. Is there anything that's really benefits on? 4, 3, 2. It's like frostbite, but reverse. Yeah, take the money. You carefully retrieve the item from the wreckage, trying your best not to disturb the train any further, but the train collapses under its own weight, making any other items of value impossible to obtain, so you head back on your way. Alright, well, we do what we can. Again, I think we're still pretty okay. I'm not too concerned. And we'll go duplicate. And yeah, I mean, I don't really want to duplicate her as upgraded as she is and everything. The issue being is I don't need 2 of them to keep coming back if one dies. And I don't need another one of these guards, the Untamed. Not while I have... not while I have that many train stewards still. Alright, let's go kick Dad's ass. Alright. The explosives have damage shields, so I have to hit them twice. Have to do double damage on them. So we do a bam. And we do a bam. And we do a bam, because that takes less damage. And we do a bam. This doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. Oh, right. We can start applying frostbite to him, even though he's not on the same floor. So he's going to start taking damage like crazy early on. Ah, and here's what I wanted. So if we do this now, we can actually just ascend this up to be gone, because why not? It's annoying. And then armor. There we go. We got 6 armor from that. Look, he's still taking damage, not on the same floor. Like, we got a big shark man and a crazy octopus mermaid lady. Sucker. Yeah, why not? It's pretty much gonna block it anyways. Yep, have fun. I either want to make those free or see if I can double stack them, obviously. Perfect. And she's gonna die anyway. Ow. So that's kind of what I want. Perfect. He's gonna die on that floor. She's back already. I am just gonna kill this bomb because the bomb does a lot of unnecessary damage. As much as I would have liked to stack him again with even more, but he's taking 24 damage. I don't even know if that includes the frost. It must, because this is gonna do 6, and this is gonna do 6 and 6 and 6, and then 5 and 15, and then he's gonna take all the frost damage. So it must include the frost, but we'll see here in a second. All right, 6, 18. Yeah, perfect. Final wave. He's already in here. He's dead. Yup. Okay, we just do that to add a little bit more frost. So she's still gonna die. My next guy's literally not gonna take any damage. Kill him on the first floor with little to no effort. All right, so easy, another easy win. Take that gold. Here we go. Here's where we get some armor and that kind of stuff. So we can double the armor, or we can just get a shit ton of armor. I normally like to have both of these cards. This needs to be on a decent turn, though, is the only thing. Where this technically can be any turn. Even if I play 2, 3, it's 9, 18. Might not be there, and I might not be able to play it. So I'm going to take the alloy of the Ancients instead of the Reinforce. I'm not even worried about the Spike of the Hellhorned. I don't have that much energy. And we'll take a Steelworker. I always like Steelworker, toss them up at the top, just last line of defense, just in case. And then we just talked about not having enough energy, but I'm going to take the energy totem so we can do something else besides the 3 cost. So a little bit of playroom, so I'd be able to play it most times. So do I want to upgrade some spells now, or do I want to upgrade units still? Huh. So the thing is, I don't really want another unit either way. I would like to upgrade some spells, but I would also like to upgrade my units. I do want to get rid of the train stewards, but the money will help me. Sure. And we might be able to duplicate something here, or actually we'll go down here next turn. So we'll upgrade our units this side. All right, what do we got? Incant, 1 attack, 1 health, or incant, gain rage 1. Yeah, these guys are all about spells and stuff. I like these guys a lot. Nameless Siren or Siren of the Sea. If I put her behind the Steel Worker. Yeah. That's asking for fun times. All right, what do we got? Upgrade a unit to take up an extra space, 15 attack, 40 damage. Upgrade a unit for 20 or 10 attack or 25 health. So let's do the 10 attack. So this is going to be the one we kind of want on the bottom. I'm going to increase the health on the Steelworker so I can put him on a different floor. Because now I can put him on the second floor. Could put him on the second floor, and he'll still survive with less issue. So yeah, and then we're gonna reroll. Endless, not needed. Upgrade a unit to get incant to gain armor 1. So now if I put this on the same floor, so he's gonna get extra armor and she's gonna get that. We're killing it right now. And upgrade 10 attack. Yeah, so we kind of know what we're looking to do. Now it's just doing it. Alright, so now we have strike apply 20 frostbite, plus he gets an extra 30 attack. Or we can do the sweep, the apply spell weakness to 1 to the attacks unit. The next time this unit is hit, damage spell makes damage again for each attack spell like this. Fuck. I do like this. I just need a way for it to get more armor. I could even give it the 25 armor, really. It's just if a sweep unit comes. But again, anything that has sweep coming up is still going to have more than 6 damage. And we are doing a lot of spells, but they may not all do damage. There's going to be big guys coming up in the future. And this 20 and the boss having 20. Yeah, no. Talked myself back into the chill wind. We're going chill wind probably all the way. I would like him to get just a little bit more health. Oh, it's the Lucha guy again. So that bad thing here is this guy's going to get armor every time we play a goddamn card. So non-enemy boss unit gets multi-strike. Not a big deal. This guy doesn't attack. Oh, he does 4, but that's not a huge deal. 6. And he's a boss, so he doesn't get it. But he literally gets at the end of combat, get 5 attack. That's not a big deal. We're going to do it to get the artifact. And I want the front unit to die in the bottom floor at least anyway. I think the main issue is going to be, does frostbite attack armor? Because I haven't been paying attention. But yes, everything looks okay so far. This isn't the one that I want on the bottom, so I'm literally just going to toss him on the top. Actually, she's got to be a 2 space, right? Yeah. I'm just going to toss him on the top, just so he's out of the deck. And there's no point in doing this, because even the 6 damage, he's going to get the 10 armor back. Actually, I'm going to do it only to find out if... No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like frostbite does hit armor. Okay. Hits armor first, so good to know. And he's going to die up there anyway, so... Okay. So he goes on this floor. Might as well to get the extra armor. We're pretty much doing everything as good as we can, really, at this point in time. And everybody's kind of getting the bonuses they should be getting. Perfect. So, she's back. Toss her in the front. Literally, well, killing the guy in the back doesn't do anything. I'm just going to do this up here so that people get armor. I'm going to do this one down here so they die. And we're going to go all the way up to the top and add a train steward there because I don't care and I want him out of the deck. Perfect. So, yeah. So this is kind of what I was talking about. So we can now do this and deal 5 frostbite to everybody. And then we can give this guy a shit ton of more armor because he's going to get extra armor just for playing the card. Now, I probably could have played that better. I didn't really need to play the one I did because I could have played 1 and then 2 and then 3. It technically would have got more armor from that. But, you know, I got a 3-cost card. I might as well play it. So my only concern here is that the boss is coming this turn. Yeah, and she's not dead. So, 2, 3, 2. That's literally just enough. Actually, technically, she'll die from that, but I could give him more armor. So, And then we'll go up a floor and just to be safe. I don't think it's going to get there, but just to be safe. So look, put that there. 314. Sure. Get 1. Yeah, I was going to say that should make a huge difference because that means I'm not going to die. Bam. And the front unit gets to stay. Perfect. Look. 3 frostbite. 23. That's just crazy. 53 frostbite. 75 frostbite. Yeah. Should be good. So what did we get? We got $50. We got merchant costs are reduced by 25%. That's incredible. Okay, here we go. Permafrost consume. Apply silence to enemy units. Silence. Disables triggered abilities. That's incredible. +7 magic power on this floor. Increase the amount of damage dealt and health restored by spells. Ooh. Little mollusk mage is pretty decent. Not so much with what we're doing, but still pretty good. Well, it could be, actually. He just won't fit on that floor. He could fit on the next floor. The unnamed tome was good. Ice Storm. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy unit 5 times. That's not bad either. But I think right now... Triggered abilities. Don't know if that's that big of a deal. That would just get rid of, like, getting the 10 armor, that kind of stuff. That helps out once, maybe. I don't know if any of these are that great. The Ice Storm is okay. But if it doesn't hit the same person multiple times, it's not a huge deal. But it is another cheap spell. It's better than the torch. Well, it's kind of better than the torch. 7, eh? What does 7 give us? 7 gives us 10 and 8. 10 and 8. 13s. 9s. But it's only on the floor that it's on. And it's not fitting on the bottom floor where we kind of want it. I'm just going to take the Ice Storm. I liked the Silent, but I don't think it's worth it. Deal 5 damage. Apply 20 armor. Move a unit to the front and apply armor. I'm going to take the March of Shields. It can work on the second floor, and if I need to, if the Corsilia, what's the name of that one? Coldcalia, or Coldsalia, dies, I can put it on the Guard of the Unnamed behind it, so. And yeah, as much as the artifact and the duplicate and all that sounds great, I'm going to go to this side so I can start upgrading some of those spells that I have. Holdover. Yeah, without a doubt. Holdover is huge. So if I can use +10 magic power. Oh, here we go. So we do +10 magic power. And then we give this holdover. I'm not sure if holdover defeats consume. I don't really remember. And then we can make something cost 1 less. Now if we go to this costs 2 instead of 3, so we can play 2 more things that turn. Reroll to see what else we get. Upgrade a spell to remove consume and cost +1. We don't have anything with... Oh, we do have something with consume. Yeah. So we'll get rid of consume. We'll put its cost back down. And then we'll upgrade something with 10 power. Deal 15 damage to everybody. Yeah, I definitely think it was worth coming to the shop this turn. Without a doubt. We should be okay for almost every fight at the end of the day. A penance yard comes into view. A truly terrible sight. Dead hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell are strung up as atonement just for existing. At the base of these awful contraptions are some familiar blights, but peeking through you can see something of value underneath the rubble. Which pile do you inspect further? We'll see. We may not want any of these. The one with the Ember. Ember Stasis. Playing a blight deals 100 damage to the front enemy unit. Costs 3 energy. When summoned, friendly units get +1 attack for every blight card in your deck. Gain Pendant Remains. Gain 3 damage. The Broken Shards. Gain Weathered Cold Stones. So whenever you... when you play your first blight card each turn, restore 5 fire health. I don't want any. We don't need them. 100 damage would be cool, but it's not necessary. It's just going to clutter up the deck, which is already cluttered based off the train stewards that I'd like to get rid of. Hidden Assault. Sneaky Clipped have infiltrated... Sneaky Clipped have infiltrated your train. Use spells and higher floors to take them out. Alright, because they're not going to get hit. Oh well, we'll learn to deal with it. This is the guy that triggers when a unit dies on this floor. What are you? Oh yes, the Sower of Sorrow. Relentless, Sweep, Lifesteal, 10. 8 attack, 550. So this is probably going to go up a floor. Especially with Sweep, it's going to kill our little guy. But I'm still going to do non-boss enemies because I want the money. And I don't think the 6 is a big deal. We did the multi-strike, which is more than 6, technically. Or at least the same as. So, legitimately, we can just go... Nothing, really. First floor. But we can... And then that way we can kill the train steward to put him down. And then we'll go toss our dude up on the top. That does everything we wanted it to do, pretty much. Perfect. This allows us to put him here. You get to go down here. Him back in the front. Huh. And I can't take the money because I had to make sure that he died and not someone else. Oh, never mind. I lied. Still got the money. And 2 of the train stewards are gone. That guy is going to be a bit of an issue, but... 'Tis what it does. Get rid of 1. Solves a problem. Huh. He's gonna die anyways in the first floor. No matter what I do. So I can't play it now. Fuck. I was going to say I might as well get him up a floor to stop this guy. Because this guy's going to make it to the top no matter what I do. Just because of what it is. It's not a huge deal. It's just kind of annoying. See if I can do anything here to help. Alright, let's do this first. So this is down here. So that does... That'll do 10. No, he'll gain armor. So 5, 11, 1 short. 1 short. Right? Yeah, one short either way, so I'm not going to waste my time on that floor. It's not worth it. Here we'll just do one of each. It's unfortunate that someone's going to get through and we're literally just losing 11 health. Mainly because we couldn't get frostbite on that guy. Because it took a couple turns for us to get the Colcilia. So, 1 health is 1 health. It's not the end of the world. And nothing. So, we want as much armor on this floor as possible. So we need to play this, just so we can get it back. There we go. Alright, so. Perfect. Sweep, so he's literally going to get hit either way, but... how much extra damage does that do if I give... This is actually the best thing I can do. Yeah, that literally doubled. Because now we're going to get a hit of frost. So an extra, you know, what, 20 frost plus the 30 damage. So even if it's going to die this turn. Perfect. That got it half health for this floor. Which now we should just be able to play literally everything we have, and it's not going to be that big a deal. Yeah, he's literally dying this turn. So we can do a bunch of extra stuff to help out. Yeah. Second floor. Oh well, not too bad. We took 1 damage. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't like taking the damage if I don't have to. But it was just getting the cards in the order we got them in. But, I mean, Frostbite is huge. I always try to... In Slay the Spire, I always tried to go for, like, an all-poison deck, and I just never got the cards in the time to do it. So the fact that this, just our main... Our dude, our Titan's Bane guy, just allows us to do it. Or, sorry, 11 damage taken, not 1 damage. 1 hit, I guess is what I meant. But let's take it. And, again, we did take the thing to... Extra consume, apply 6 frostbite to enemy units. Alright. And so urchin spines, which is, applies spell weakness to. Spell weakness would be crazy too. I want to try that out as well. Spell weakness with these mollusk mages increasing everything would be crazy. Especially since we took this and upgraded it. Right? Because an extra 7 on this is 18 times 5 times 2. So every time someone takes 18 they take 36, and that happens 5 times. So it's crazy, but we're gonna take the consume and the frost because we want more frost. Deal damage equal to the amount of armor times 4. That can be good, but it's another high cost card. What's it gonna look like? We have 28 cards, and we're gonna get rid of 4, so 24 cards. Plus, we could probably start getting rid of some torches. Not too many torches, maybe 2 torches. The Ascend hasn't really come into play too much. So then we're gaining 25 armor, 10 armor, plus the armor everybody gains. We'll take the battering ram as a backup plan. Just in case shit goes sideways. It's at least a card that does 50 damage at a time. Minimum. So upgrade some more units. We can heal the 11 and we can remove 2 cards. We get more money. See what this gives us and get a trinket. Do you want to get rid of the train stewards? But I could just pay to get rid of some train stewards. We have tons of money. This is going to give us more money. Yeah. I want artifacts. I want to see what we can do to make frostbite more, or you know, double stacks of frostbite, blah, 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 so on and so forth. What do we got here? Ooh, the claw. The bone shaker makes its way through an abandoned train yard. The once bustling workshop is now eerily silent and empty, picked over by scavengers. Though in the rubble, you're able to make out a couple of things that may be useful. A large hook and some quick release doors. Do you salvage anything from the train yard? So the doors, descend a unit to the bottom floor, apply daze 2, which is pretty good. Or consume, ascend an enemy unit to the pyre room and apply 3 dazed. Oh, it's consumed now. Was it always? No, it was always consumed. Maybe. I don't really remember. As much as I would like dropping something back to the first floor and just kicking the shit out of it, being able to just take a big unit, pull it to the top, and have it just take 90 damage without having to worry about it is perfect. The hook is installed in the Bone Shaker's pyre room, giving you an easy way to drag any invaders upwards and subject them to the power of the pyre. Yeah, it's a great card. The ability, again, that's 90 damage. To just pull them up, hit, and then if they're frostbit from the first floor, like, you know. Merchant of Trinkets, what can we buy? Friendly units get +3 health. Yes. Grant +2 stacks of frostbite each time it is applied. Frostbite does not decay. Interesting. Cuddlebeard, exactly what I assumed we would come across. I'm not going to worry about the rage. We don't have enough. It's not a big deal to take 3. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. At the end of the turn, apply frozen to a random card in your hand. It's not bad, but I don't really care. Is there any time we're not using all of our energy? No. Kind of sucks. I don't want to spend the money on any of these. I don't think they're that great. Icicle Fracture is okay. Because if there's something in our hand that we don't, like, we want to play, but we can't. We'll have it for the next turn. I will take that, actually. You talked me into it, little kitty friend. Alright, let's go, Fel. Let's see how much frostbite you can take before the fight starts. We'll add Scourge cards to your deck. Perfect. And the stupid statues at the front. Well, the statues are going to get frostbite. And they're going to die fairly quickly. At least the one on the bottom floor. So that's not too bad. Could be worse. But now our little guy comes in with 6 health. So at least he won't die in a hit. Maybe. Or at least we can take spikes on something. So we pretty much have to do this. So we can actually do some damage. And we'll do that so we can actually do some damage. Perfect. We get to keep a train steward. It's not the end of the world, so it's not a big deal. But all right, perfect. Let's start going. So we'll put our steel worker down, our armored man here in the front. I don't really need to claw anything yet. And toss a train steward up at the top. Please be the claw. Perfect. I would have liked to have been able to use the claw because I could have got rid of one of these scourges. I could have killed one of these 2 guys. But they're going to die from a card ability here in like no time, so. So whatever card I get that does 2 damage, whatever, 5 damage, I'm going to do it on the top floor. Maybe. So he's doing 1 damage versus all of this. So I pretty much have to play all of these. Because that's less damage in the long run. Problem is, I need to start killing these ones in the back. These top floors are what screw me until I can kill one of these stupid things. Because that's 2 energy I'm losing right there. Here's going to be a 3rd energy I'm losing. And then Fel's going to do it, so that's 5 energy. So I literally can't play them all next turn. Oh, she didn't do it, so perfect. So at least I'm going to take 1 more damage. least this stops the one more damages from happening. And it hits Fel a little bit with some freeze. Oh, it just keeps them frozen until I play them. This might have been an awful idea. It won't be so bad once we get rid of Train Stewards. But I thought it would just be a different card every turn, not all of them. So interesting for sure. 97. Well, it's probably going to get to 96. If I can't get a card to play. Yeah, and I can't really leave them in case it freezes one of them. Perfect. Alright, well at least it froze the one I want to use. And that statue's almost gone. The top statue is literally the only statue kicking our ass. And it doesn't really come into play that often. It just happens to be... I have not been able to freeze any of the other units. So until I can do that... Alright, so at least now we can get rid of one. I can do this. So that's going to kill it. It's still going to give me one of those cards, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Screw it. Start applying some frostbite to good old Fel up here. We'll make Fel get more damage on this floor. So the battering ram is the card I want frozen, because with it being frozen, it means that when I have to play it, I can play it. It'll be there. Literally, most of the issue right now just comes to not being able to do almost anything. But we should be okay now. Sure. I really need to get rid of these train steers, though. I should have spent money to get rid of them instead of buying the frozen thing. I just didn't think this is what the frozen thing would do. I thought it would be one card a turn. You get to keep it. Next turn, it would do a different card. So you'd only ever be keeping one frozen card. So not quite exactly what I expected. Perfect. Dead. Yeah, it's gonna die from the frostbite. So let's watch that happen, because it's at 42 frostbite. The top statue is just chilling still. Train Steward will get rid of it eventually. Okay, so 6 frostbite, and then 22 frostbite. Oh, it's just plus 2 stacks. It's still better than nothing. So 113 frostbite by the end of that. Again, we did take 6 damage, so in total we've taken, what, 17 damage? It's whatever. Spike of the Stygian. Apply 1x sap and 1x frostbite. Sap, -2 attack per stack. Decreases every turn. So if that didn't have consume, that would be cool. Transfer all frostbite on this floor to a unit, then double the amount of frostbite. I don't think that's that great. Just because the way the game works, transfer all frostbite on this floor. It doesn't really, like, who's that going to be helpful to? If there's units in the back. Transfer all frostbite on this floor to a unit, then double the amount of frostbite. If there's units behind the boss, or come in, like the boss comes in at the same turn that units come in, you can give frost to them and then transfer it over. Maybe. That's the one we'll go with. I think the sap is good as well. But we don't X cost. We don't have that much energy. I am going to take energy this turn. Because with freezing, I don't want to freeze that many cards. I only want to freeze like 1, maybe 2 at a time in my hand. Other than that, I want to get rid of things. So we really need to get rid of the train stewards. We really want to upgrade spells, I think. Units are fine. And yeah, the extra money will help us get rid of if we need to get rid of train stewards. So, all right, what can we upgrade unit wise or spell wise? Remove consume. Well, I would have taken the other card now if I could have removed consume. So remove consume and +1 cost. Lower a spell cost by 1. Upgrade a spell to have +10 magic power. I wish that I could still do that to this, so it'd be 21, but doesn't matter. Purchase card. At this point in time, I have to get rid of the train stewards. As much as I would love to upgrade more, they're so useless and they just are in the way. It's better to have them gone. Leave. All right, Caverns, what are you saying? Oh, hello, good sir. The historian makes his way towards the train in his unusual carriage. Elborn, how fortunate I am that our travelers have finally crossed paths. I recorded the events of Armageddon for posterity. Possibly futile, I know, but I shall make a fortune if you do somehow succeed. So, would you characterize yourself as honest, aggressive, or stealthy? So honest is purge, gain 30 times X. Your pyre gets +1 attack for every 10 gold you have. Or +1 attack, sorry, for every 10 gold you have. Which might have been what I said, I don't really remember. Deal 2 damage to an enemy unit, slay +50. It's whatever. I think stealthy is still... This isn't that bad, because I could just get rid of it on a turn for like 30 gold. Which this just gives 50 if I can kill something. But I could just get rid of a torch for this. Can I see the map? Yes. Get rid of 2 cards, Merchant of Magic, Forge your spells, Forgotten Boons, extra money, and Merchant of Trinkets versus duplicating a card, upgrading units, and getting health. So I'm definitely going this way. That'll let me get rid of a torch as well as buy some stuff. If I can't buy anything or there's nothing I really want, then I can also get rid of something. So in that case, exit. I'm going to go with stealthy. Sneaky but smart, I see. Well, I shall have to change the narrative to support the truth, but nothing a few hours of editing can't accomplish. Here's something for your assistance. Best of luck to you in the battles ahead. I have horns coming out of my mouth that look like a mustache. Or it is a mustache, and I don't know what I'm talking about. It's probably a mustache. Why wouldn't it be a mustache? Why wouldn't it be a real person mustache? Alright. 42. So it would have been 40 frostbite versus 20 frostbite. The sweep. This would get you there. Without a doubt. If you do one chill wind and then a totem or 2 totems. But we're just going to go all in on the frostbite. Because again, 42, 41. When you're on a boss and they're stuck on there on floors and floors and floors, and you can keep hitting them. Alright, which one do we got this time? Oh, Big Daddy again. We don't get anybody but this guy at this point in time. 20 armor. 20 armor for 400 coins, eh? Do I feel ballsy enough? What's that make you? 0 attack and 120 armor. It's going to put you in the front. Burden 1 to the attacked unit. Emburden at the start of your turn, lose 1 energy for each stack of Emburdened. So 2 and 110. Enemy units, and then you come in with it, so 920. And then Revenge, every time you take damage, you gain 1 attack. Hell, if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. We go balls to the wall here. I don't care about the health. We're not going to lose that much. We're at 126. That's what I have to say about that. I need and want the money. I fought in Armageddon. Good for you, man. Loser. Look, he's not so weak anymore, is he? He takes a little bit of damage and he goes, "What did you just say? What'd you say about my mama?" We can give him armor since he's already in the front. We can do 6 more damage, so that's just gotta die. And we're getting free money. And Mr. Proud's trying to get my sock drawer again. Yeah, I caught you. Just because I have headphones in doesn't mean I can't hear you. Hey. What did I say? So stop that. Alright. So 40 times 3 is 120. So I could just pull that to the top and kill it. I could also just pull this to the top and kill it. Well, let's play our other shit first. And go from there. Okay, so we're definitely just going to pull this to the top and kill it. Because I don't want to lose more energy next turn. Look, we're not even taking damage. Because we can't. Look, boom. Boom. And that's why the claw, ladies and gentlemen, is awesome. At least I think it's awesome. Okay, easy. So we can finally put her back up in the front. You toss him on this floor. Fucking anywhere, it doesn't matter. He's crap anyways. She goes behind him. Oh, I should have kept the frozen one, actually. Or the frost one. Instead of the 6. I forgot that we freeze cards now. I gotta kind of keep that in mind. Last turn, last game, I couldn't forget about it. Now I'm like, oh, right, that would have been more beneficial to blah, 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 and the blah, blah, blah. So. Alright, well, he's definitely dead by the time he gets to the top. It's not the end of the world, or at least he should die by the end of the getting to the top. Oh, I didn't know he did sweep. I should have paid attention to that. Gosh dang. Luckily he only does 2 damage. Yeah, and this is why I wasn't concerned, because we're gonna kill him either way. And yeah, then we could just start playing cards for the heck of it, I guess. No, I can play this one at least. And hopefully the train steward isn't what gets frozen. Perfect. Okay. Give him some frostbite. Give some armor. Already dying, but we're going to do this anyways, because if I do this... Yes, it's making him stronger technically, which is probably worse in the long run. It's not a big deal. But 304. So we're not going to see how much frostbite we got to add here, but it's still going to be a lot of frostbite. Like what, we're at 13 already? 55. 97. Well, it's going to be more than last time. But he's going to die as soon as we hit him. Yeah. So easy. Alright, so we got all the money. We didn't take any damage. Killed him on the first floor. That's how little I cared. Alright, and can't. Apply 4 frostbite to enemy units. Glacial seal. I can toss that on the second floor. Apply sap 3. Discard a card at random from your hand. We found the discard. Permafrost consume. Apply silence to enemy units. I don't know if I want any of these, really. The frostbite is nice, but I can't put it on the same floor. So, if I don't... I put it on the second floor, if something makes it that high and then lives past it, sure. How often is that going to happen? Or I could apply -6 attack for a couple of turns. Actually, we'll take the Glacial Seal, because if Seraph is on the second floor when we want to do something, that's going to help. And just for the sake of it, we're going to take the Reinforce. Again, the reason being is we can double the armor, and then we can... Because now we can keep the... Hopefully try and keep the battering ram in our hand every turn. So we're going to come down here, this side, because we want the money. We want to remove... Technically, I do really only need to move one train steward, because one of them, so like, they go on the same floor. So 1, 2, 3, and then one little guy, 2, and then 3. So I only really need to get rid of one. And we'll get rid of one torch since we have the money one. So what can we upgrade first, spell-wise? Holdover, don't really want another holdover. We can lower the cost, which is good. Now we can lower the cost of this. 10 magic power. Could just make one of these do more damage and frostbite. That's probably the best option. We'll re-roll because I don't care about holdover. Upgrade a spell to have plus 20 magic power and consume. Nah. But we can reduce it cost again. So we can just reduce the cost of this. Or this, actually. Because since the other one's getting consumed, so I don't want to spend too much money on it. So it still leaves with $570. Your pyre gets plus 40 health. Enemies get -1 attack. Friendly units get +2 attack on kill. Okay. We're gonna reroll. When a card is consumed, restore 5 health to your pyre. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. Well, I could do that and go back, but I won't have that much money left. You play your third spell a turn. All cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of this battle. Yep. And we can get rid of one more card. I really think at this point in time, the Ascent is probably the most useless. I can't think of a way that it's going to come into play. It's just not necessary. Doesn't do anything for us. It was a good idea at the beginning. And it has helped, at least with... Well, it could still move an enemy unit up a floor if we need to. Alright, I'll hold off on it, because it's whatever. Could get rid of these lances gone, because they're not the greatest either. No. Still think Torch is probably the best bet. Alright. This is it. We're going against Seraph. I don't want to lose any damage here. I'm going to go in 110%. So just got to remember the first card every turn is consumed. So we might have wanted to keep the torches just to play them to not have to worry about them, but it doesn't matter too much. I'm just pretty much going to play those spiky things for the first little bit. And again, I think the holdover thing is whatever. So I cannot play him first because he will die. I'm actually going to ascend him. That's because I don't care about doing like a handful of damage here. I'd rather like start getting rid of some of the attacks that are going to happen here. I literally can't play him this turn. Luckily, he's going to get frozen, so I can play him next turn. So, not the end of the world. Just got to kind of worry about getting something good this turn. So, probably have to play that. Back. Okay, there. Shit. Okay. Consume. I gotta start doing damage to this thing whether I want to or not. Alright. Is what it is. We'll get there. Again, having kind of that shitty first turn. And again, we did take a lot of cards that probably didn't need to. But... is it too cold for you? Is it too cold for you? Because I don't know about you, but I'm kind of intentionally being cold. I'm still concerned on this whether or not okay, let's play her. Does this count? Because it's being consumed anyways. I wonder if it counts. Oh, I don't want to use it this turn on that one though. Alright, fuck it. We'll find out here. Nope, turns out holdover does not count. Good to know. It's whatever. There's worse things that could have happened. Shit. Should have done the math before I did that. Oh well. So we are going to take 7 damage because I'm an idiot. It's on me. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, fuck off. At least almost everything else is going to die up until then, so it's not a big deal. Okay. So I need to play him. Okay. It's just kind of a bad start. It's giving us a hassle. I think we should still be okay. I'm not too concerned. Because it's really just the top floor, so Seraph should still be okay. I don't like that he's only at 1 health already this early. I just need a card that hits everything up here without being a hassle. This will kind of do, I guess, because I can... So he's still gonna die. Alright, it doesn't matter. So we'll just apply 25 armor down here. So yeah, should have remembered about the consume as well. Kind of did that to myself. But everything now is dying on the bottom floor, no issues. So the bottom floor is okay. It's the top floor, obviously, that sucks a little bit. Getting to 78 health is not the best, but it could be way worse. Again, everything on the bottom is what it is. So I can at least... That's going to die either way, I guess. So kill that one. And then I can kill this one. I'm going to double this armor now just to play this card. Am I? Because I could do this. And if I do this, I get another slay. And that allows me to play the Train Steward up top just to get rid of him. Alright. It sucks that we have got no frost on Seraph so far, but it'll work itself out here in the long run. Oh, he's not going to get the kill. It's going to be the freeze that's going to get it. Ah, well. Them's the breaks. Everything else is okay. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, let's get this consumed because I don't care to use it again. So it solves that problem. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40 kills this thing. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it kills this one, yes. Okay, well, let's toss her in the front. Okay. 40, 40, 40 is 120. It's 115 that he has. He's dead. And he can't attack anyway, so just use it and deal with the fact that it's gone. And then do 6 damage up here, I guess, because it doesn't matter. Or deal 8 damage. Because that'll help everybody do a bunch of stuff and extra frost. Alright. So I think we at least have cards that are going to work for us as soon as Seraph enters the battle. Because we have 5 energy a turn. As much of the frost doesn't really work that great until he gets hit. Which will work on second floor. Or again, if he comes in with units. We can deal more frost by dealing frost to them first and then Seraph after. Alright. Okay. So now it doesn't matter what we play. So do you want to play this? Reinforce. Wow. What is the best way to do this? The problem is right now is the fact that most of my attacks are going to be wasted on the front. So if I can... I think battering ram is the best bet. Yes, it's a waste of 380 damage on that there. But yeah, that's what I thought. It wins us. That's what I assumed. It's just because we're wasting so much on... like that's 62 plus 20 every time that we're losing. Oh, 42, right. I forgot we increased our... So how much frost are we going to get to? So we're at 134. 176. It's dead next turn, next attack. 218 frostbite. That'll do. It sucks that we had to take damage from everything else because we couldn't get to it fast enough with the beginning turns that we got. But we did kill Seraph first floor. Almost no issue at all. Like, almost exactly no issue at all. So, could have been way worse. I still didn't read these. Next time, I swear. Next playthrough. Hopefully unlock the other clan. If not, I want to try and kind of mix up with something else. But we definitely won. Alright, Stygian Guard, what do you got? Ice and Pyre. Pyre bound. Can only be played in the Pyre room and the floor below it. Deal 90 damage to the front enemy unit. That's a good save card for sure. That's really good. Sigiled Seaweed, 50% chance to silence, to apply silence when an enemy unit enters the train. Also very good. Means you don't have to deal with those assholes that just do random shit. Preserve. It's permafrost, so it means it stays in your hand all the time. Apply Frozen to a card in your hand. So the upside to that is that, you know, you draw this stays in your hand, and then when you get something like Battering Ram, you can go freeze it, because I don't want to lose it. So yeah, that's good. Token of a Traitor. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random enemy unit on that floor. Okay, that's good too. So you're just going to start doing damage all over the place. Hellhorn, level up. Tiresome Climb. Ascend a unit and apply 2 dazed. And Impsicle. At the start of your turn, add a random imp unit to your hand. Or to hands, not to your hand.